Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. This is a video everybody should watch on the diagnostic side so that you can hopefully diagnose your own injectors, because you got to be careful where you go. This new client, first time here for an inspection. He has just recently acquired the vehicle. How long you had it for, was it?
2 years. About 2 months.
2 months, and shortly after he got it, he thought he'd do the right thing and take it somewhere for a diagnostic check. And he was told, what would he say? The injectors are pretty much like new. Yeah? Okay, so the injector had a look at the readings, and all the injectors look, they're pretty much like new. So a lot of people that watch my videos are already laughing at that, because I don't need to say anything. But what we're going to quickly do, we'll make this a short one, but we'll go through all the most important readings and information here, why they're certainly not like new, and they are probably the original injectors and never been touched, and certainly due or long overdue for replacement, really, at 212,000 kilometers. So the first reading on a 120 Prado 1KD FTV diesel with a 5-speed auto, and they all vary a bit. We've got a diagnostic playlist if you want to get yourself educated and understand where the readings, what it should be if you've got a manual, or if you've got a Hilux or an auto or a later model, 150 Prado. We've got all those videos there in that playlist. But the big one here, calculate load. Load's one of your most important readings. You could have it on a scan gauge right here in front of you. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, that's still running, that car, isn't it? Yeah? No, it's all right. There must be a reason why this car was still running. Okay, so I just got back from picking up some parts, and you can see the load reading, 10. Okay, 10. Let's have a look at some other, you know, 5-speed auto, same thing, right? Bang, 10. You can see it right there, that load reading, same thing. Okay, back to the other vehicle. Okay, back to this one again, right? 212,000 Ks. So yeah, 10. So 10, 11 is what brand, look, those injectors, what's that, 2019? So they're 3 years old and they're still, the load rating's perfect. So obviously new injectors are a lot better than old flogged ones, and like I said, you need the latest injectors. That's why a lot of people get the injector kits from me. You want all the latest fresh injectors, not some old stock, not some remanufactured. You don't want to end up with the counterfeit copies or the other brands. You just want brand new, genuine, okay? Mondays if you do need an injector kit. But back to the important stuff. Calculate load reading. It's approximately double what it should be. So these injectors off their heads. Let's move down and have a look at some of the other important readings. We'll just get straight down to the injection volume. Get it on the right screen. Okay, injection volume. See at the top there? That's how much fuel is being injected right now. Okay, that should be on approximately 6. So 5 to 6 thereabouts on this vehicle. Okay, again, 120 5-speed auto. It'll be a little bit less with the manual, just like the load reading will be a little bit less as well. We won't confuse things and go into those numbers, but this one should be about 6. So it's putting in approximately double the amount of fuel as it should at idle. Okay, now we got the feedback values. A lot of people think that's the be all and end all. Oh, one, you know, all my readings are like, because that's all they look at. Look, if you looked at 1 and 2, oh, the injectors are like new. No. Okay, number 3, 1.4, number 4, you know, so there's a little bit of adding and subtracting, but if you went by that, you'd think everything's not too bad. But I'd be keeping an eye on that number 4, even if all the other readings were okay, because it's the whole picture, as we've explained, and most people know that. Pilot 1, Pilot 2, usually around the 430 mark. See how this is even jumping all over the joint, right? See, it's sitting around the 4, there's a lot around 410, 420, and then it jumps 486 and 466. Like, that's massive jumps. Pilot 1 and Pilot 2 don't jump around, they're generally very steady around 430. The main injection period, have a look at it. That's the one near the bottom, that one there on the bottom line now. Have a look at it. It should be about 550, 600 with good injectors. Look, it's jumping up to 900, it's going down. Just watch it for a sec. 680, 830, 680, 700, all over the place, right? Okay, let's go down a little bit further. We're not going to see too much of the timing, yeah. A little bit out, but not too bad, really. I mean, let's not worry. Let's not confuse things too much, because you can't tell a lot from that, okay? We just don't want to complicate things. The other important one, right? From these readings, I can tell you it's got a short suction control valve, but we'll go out and show you what we're talking about as well, just quickly. Okay, have a look at the fuel. So the target is 35 kPa, 35,000 kPa, right? And you'll see it jumping. I've already noticed at 28 to 40. So let's just give it a minute or two. See, it went down to 29, up to 37. It's just sitting here idling. The fuel pressure should be steady between I can tell you what these normally do. They normally do 32 to 35 is what you're going to see if you've got a fairly normal operating SCV. And I don't care if you've got the long one, you don't need to change it unless you see something outside that. You can change it if you like, but if you've got the short SCV, it is absolute rubbish, and this is what you get. And you might not even notice the symptoms. See, 29, we're not seeing the extremes that I've seen already, but I'm talking too much, so you might see something while I'm yak, too much yakking. Right, now let's just go out under the bonnet for a second, have a quick look, because it's actually not looking too bad there, but it's not good. 29 to 30, I just want to see a 40 like I did before. Point is, it's all over the joint. It's hunting up and down all over the joint. It's worn, it's sticking, it's not working right. Okay, there it went under 30 just there again. I want to see it hit 40 plus, at least 39. And then we'll go up to the car and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, let's go out and have a look at the short SCV. Alright, so the SCV, the supply pump's down here, and it's hard to see, but I'm just going to point it out right at the end of where my finger is, right there, okay? You can hardly see it. It's nice and short, it's around about 1 inch long. If you've got the long one, it's about 2 inches long, right? Not as long as some other things, but anyway, let's go back to the ready inside the car. Right, so I saw 38 as I got back to it. A little bit rattly, a little bit slow to respond. This is a hot engine, yeah, it's fully hot, just been driven an hour. A little bit rattly. Let's see what happens now. We'll let it idle, see what it does. I was hoping we saw a really big spike. Look, I've yacked enough, hopefully you get the picture. If you've done 212,000 Ks or more, there's absolutely no way. This is the average of what happens. This is normal stuff. There's no surprise here. The injectors are worn. If you've done some higher Ks and someone's telling you everything's okay or you think it's okay, it's not. It's my recommendation to replace, especially on these 120s and all the older Hiluxes before September 09. Replace all your injectors if they haven't been done. The seats are also about to leak. Check our other playlist. That one that blew up, 230,000 Ks, check the playlist, you'll figure it out. There's about 7 videos in there. It was 230,000 Ks. Quite often at 230,000 Ks is where we see these injector seats leaking or starting to leak. Trying to help you save your engine here. What happens then is it blocks the oil pickup. You need to check your oil pickup. As a matter of urgency, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you better subscribe, turn the bell on and get into those playlists and start watching those videos. Injector information, EGR information, SCV, injector diagnostics, scan tools. Get yourself the scan gauge up here, because one day you'll get a DTC and you'll wish you had it there, because you'll want to text me and you engine light, I've got nothing for you unless we've got a number. And if you've got a number, you can search our channel. If you're a client, you'll be in the VIP group. You're amongst all the people that can help out, even if I'm not around. Could be on holidays, you know, who knows? Could be out in the middle of nowhere. Could be out in the middle of nowhere broken down. Did you just see that fuel pressure go up to 41 something? I did. There's 28, 41, there you go, within 10 seconds, 28 to 41. Completely off its head, that short SCV. I'm going to stop yakking, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Like I said, hit the like button if you learnt something, trying to help everybody here. Do yourself a favour, subscribe, turn the bell on, and keep watching our videos. Catch up.